Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll discuss about 28 Garuda Puran punishments deserved for humankind crimes. In Hindu religion, Garuda Puran clearly prescribes the deserving punishment by the Creator regarding the sins and karma. A total of 28 deadly punishments have been mentioned in Garuda Puran, which stating the readers which type of punishment his sin would be led to him to undergo at the hell. So first we will discuss Tamishram, heavy flogging, the crime. People who try to take the possession over others' property, wealth, money, land, houses, jewelry, exercising unacceptable acts such as robbing, searching with interest, etc., would be punished with this punishment by God of death, Yamraj retainers, and cast them into the Narak hell known as Tamishram. Punishment. Souls which have been confined to the Tamishram Naraka would be trashed until the victim gets bleed and fainted and end of their time period into hell. So, second punishment, Andha Tamasram, flogging. Crime. Soulmates, husbands, and wives who cheat their partners in the relationships are punished with this Andha Tamashram penalty. Perhaps most of the people during these modern times may get punished with this penalty, as very often we go through a story of divorce and many other unethical practices of relationship who treat their partner so well when there is a need of them or profit or pleasure. Penalty. Most of the penalty under the Andhatramasram are similarly to that of Tamesram, while it involves the agonizing traces by tying of the victims fast with ropes and making them fall down unconscious circulation in abyss. Punishment 3. Rouravam, torments of snakes. Crime. Enjoying others' property or resources with through possession. Punishment. Tortured with the serpents, thrown into the hell of Rouravam, where the people they have cheated assume the shape of Ruru, a deadful serpent, torment then severely until their time is up. The punishment for Moharovaram, death by snake. Crime. Destroying other property, denial of legitimate heirs, inheritance and possession of others' property, brutally destroying others' property and family for the sake of accusation. Punishment. Squeezing and non-stop biting of sinners with snakes with extreme and violent energy and coiling around them. Punishment 5. Kumbhipakam, cooked by oil. Crime. Killing animals for pleasure. Penalty. Throwing accused souls to huge boiling vessels. Punishment 6. Kalasutram, hot as hell. Crime. Disrespecting, torturing, and putting elders and parents in starvation. Penalty. Sinners are made to run around in unbearable heat and drop down exhausted from time to time and are made to undergo similar treatment as they did to their elders. Punishment 7. Asitapatram, sharp flogging. Crime. Abandon giving of one's own duty, awaiting God and violate dharma practices. Penalty. Flogged with whips made of sharp-edged sword-shaped leaves, stabbed with knives until sinner drop unconscious, tortured by evil spirits, resulting fear and repeating the similar process. Punishment 8. Sukaramukham, crushed and tormented. Crime. Disregarding duties and persecute their subjects by misrule, punishing innocent people and accomplish unlawful activities. Penalty. Sinners are crushed to pulp by heavy beating, grinded under the sharp teeth of animal and repeated until their time is up. Punishment 9. Andhakupam, attack of the animals. Crime. discouraging and not helping needy despite having the resources, oppressing good people, torturing lives and inhuman activities. Penalty: biting by wild animals, run over by wild animals, pushed into a well of beasts like lions, tigers, eagles, and venomous creatures like snakes and scorpions. Sinners had to endure the constant attacks of these creatures until the expire of the period of their punishment. Punishment 10: Tapta Murti or Agni Kundam. Crime: stealing, snatching others' property by force, steal gold and jewels, care cast into the furnaces of this narak, and gaining undue advantage and unlawfully making best out of everything in this world. Penalty: sinners are roasted in inverted positions with hands and legs tied over fire. Punishment 11: Krimi Bhojanam, food for worms. Crime: dishonoring guests, using people for self needs and gains, eating and benefiting from others' works. Sinners are subjected to worms, insects, and serpents which would eat their souls and bodies until the punishment period ends with the continuous process. Insects are left intruding the body. Punishment 12: Salmali, embarrassing hot images. Crime: committing adultery, men and women, unchaste relationship with kamukas. Penalty: hot solid figures of gadhas like maces, clubs made of iron are heated red hot and thrust on genital space. Yama's servants flog the victim behind. Punishment 13: Vajrakanta Sali or Vajrakandaka, embarrassing sharp images. Crime: unnatural intercourse with animals, humans, unmatching people, forced sexual contacts. Penalty: embrace physical hugging of fire spitting idols full of sharp diamond needles which would pierce through their bodies. Punishment 14: Baitarani, river of filth. Crime: abusing with their powers and adulterers, misusing the official and ruler's statue to attain undue advantage and acting against dharma. Penalty: submerging victims and souls in a river filled with human etc., blood, hair, bones, nails, flesh, and all kinds of dirty substances, where various kinds of terrible beasts who attack and mauled by these creatures from all sides. Added to this, sinners have to spend the term of their punishment feeding upon the contents of this river. Punishment 15: Payodakam, well of hell. Crime: men having intercourse and cheating women with no intentions of marrying, treating women cruelly like animals during sexual intercourse. Penalty: thrown in polluted well with etc., urine, blood, phlegm, biting by poisonous insects and animals, and remain until their time is up. Punishment 16: Pranarodham, piece by piece. Crime: torture and kill animals for food. Penalty: limbs and life organs of sinner slashed by Yama, Kinkaras, servants of Lord Yama, with arrows. Punishment 17: Visasanam, washing from clubs. Crime: rich people torturing poor and boasting the wealth and splendor without helping the needy. Non-stop bashing from heavy clubs from Yama's servants until their punishment term ends. Punishment 18: Lalabhakshanam, river of semen. Crime: lost men or wife torturing their soulmate or partner, unchaste intercourse, forcing wife and husband to swallow genital liquid. Penalty: accused souls thrown in the river of semen, feeding upon semen alone until his period of punishment. Punishment 19. Saramaya Sanam, torment from dogs. Unsocial acts of poisoning food, mass slaughter, ruining the country, gutting houses, torturing lives, involving in massacre. Penalty. Sinners casted in hell with thousands of dogs attacking and tearing their flesh with teeth until their term ends. Torture by wild animals. Punishment 20. Avicii, turned into dust. Crime, claiming false witness and false swearing, false evidence. Penalty. Sinners submerged and tortured in live bodies, hurled from a great height and are utterly smashed into dust as they reached the ground. This is repeated until time period ends. Punishment 21. Ayapamanam, drinking of burning substances. Crime, drinking alcohol, other intoxicating drinks. Penalty, women made to drink liquid form of melted iron, men made to drink hot liquid molten lava. Punishment 22. Rakshobhajakam, revenge attacks. Crime, brutally killing animals, human sacrifices, eating flesh after sacrificing. Penalty, killing killed animals during the lifetime are allowed to attack, beat and maul sinners whose cries and complaints would we no avail here. Punishment 23. Sulaputram, trident torture. Crime, causing harm and deceiving others by treachery, killing innocent people, masterminding people, committing suicide, and betraying a person's trust. Penalty, bird spark, sola, are used to torture, made to suffer with intense hunger and thirst, as well as enduring all the tortures inflicted on them. Punishment 24. Skarakardamam, hanged upside down. Crime, insulting good people and involving in bad activities and defaming elders and living with selfish motives, bragging. Penalty, life organs are tortured, hanging sinners upside down and tortured by the evil unknown spirits in many ways. Punishment 25. Dandasukam, eaten alive. Crime, persecuting others like animals. Penalty, eaten alive by beasts. Punishment 26. Batarodham, weapon torture. Crime, persecuting animals living in forests, mountain peaks and trees. Penalty, handcuffed and tortured with fire, poison and various weapons. Punishment 27. Paryavartanakam, torture from birds. Crime, denying food to hungry person and abusing destitute. Penalty, birds like the crows and eagles pierce eyes of sinners. Punishment 28. Sukimukham, tortured by needles. Crime, not doing bad, not doing good and amassing wealth by wrongdoing and stealing wealth, not buying. Penalty, stinging with nails and torturing with hunger and thirst, constantly pricked and pierced by needles. So these are the penalty described in Garuda Puran as per our sins. People are not believing in sins nowadays, but this is what in Hindu religion described in Garuda Puran. So as per Garuda Puran, certain things are forbidden. That's why they explain it through punishment. So we shouldn't do such things. So that's it for today's video. See you in the next video with another topic.